Paul, what are you doing? I thought I was coming over just to play some Trick Takers. Is this because I threw you under the bus in Weimar? Okay, if I do this 3 for me, will you let me go home? John here. So my 3 for me today is deserted island games. It's a theme that I've considered what that means exactly. Now, is it deserted islands? Is it desert island? The place I take it to is a pretty dismal place. Desperate, survival mode, Wilson's here. I'm gonna really want the games I love and enjoy to be there with me that also kind of match the purpose of why I'm there and how it might serve me there. So, when I first get there, I'm by myself, and I think I'd like to bring along the Gallerist. And it seems a little bit gratuitous, but the reason I picked the Gallerist is simply because of the solo mode. The solo mode is extremely elegant. The variability and goal tiles make it highly replayable, and it is very, very difficult to achieve that highest rank, which I believe is called the Gallerist, in the solo mode. I love the way the influence track works. I love the way Lacerda's bot moves around the board. It's very easy to operate, and it really lets me focus on the game. And I think if I was in a dire situation and all I had was my wits, the Gallerist would probably be a bright light on this island of mine. I could look at the artwork and just imagine what life used to be like. So, assuming that I'm by myself, I think after a good amount of time spent on this island, I'll probably start to develop some friends. At least one, anyway. And I think the game that would really help me in this situation, or I enjoy, is a game called Shobu. Now, Shobu is a abstract 2-player game that I can enjoy with my fellow deserted island friend. There are some chess-like and check-like qualities to it, but what really makes Shobu interesting is there's 4 boards, essentially, with this rope in the middle of them. And I think this rope could probably come in handy, as little as it is, on this island of mine. But on these 4 boards, you have black and white stones. And what's cool about it is, on your turn, you have a passive move and an aggressive move. And when you move your stones on your side of your boards, it's called the passive move. Say you move them 2 spaces forward, your aggressive move has to happen on the other side, and you have to mirror the move. So you're operating one set of stones in one direction, and then you have to mirror that set in the other direction in the same exact way. And the object of the game is to knock all of your opponent's stones off one of the 4 boards. Just one of those abstract games that has a lot of tactical maneuvering in it, highly variable, replayable, and just something that I really enjoy, and I think will be great soaking up the sun with my new friend. That's Shobu, and I'm sure I could find something to do with this rope, and I certainly won't let Paul have it. And then lastly, I think as my time drones on the island, I'll probably start to make some more friends. And I know this is a bit of an imaginary stretch, but with my new found love for Age of Steam, I think this is a sure bet. With all the maps that it comes with, I will fit them in whatever parcel I have coming to that island, and I'll be able to play it with probably even more friends I've made by this point. And I think if I try hard enough, I could probably fit myself in this little choo-choo and get off the island someday. So those are my 3 deserted island games that I think would give me a lot of joy while I'm stuck there. And that's it for me. Edward, you have to come back. You have to come back. The local herd needs you right now. Glory to Rome.